Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. So, class 5 students, today we are going to start the new poem, The Cautious Snails. Cautious snails means who is always beware. Now, let's start the poem. Says the curly snail. Curly means just a bending type structure. I have a little front door. Little front door means this structure. Whenever snails used to hide, they are going inside this shell. Again, they are coming out like a tortoise. And when winter is here, it is shut. Means winter means when they are feeling cold. Means in winter time they are feeling cold. That's why they are going inside of it. But now that the sunshine is warm once more, I think it will open it. But I shan't go wandering near and far. Means he can't go wandering near and far. Means wherever he is staying, he is roaming around the places where he is always being there. With my little head out of my shell. With my little head means out of the shell, this structure. This structure, whenever he is coming, it is coming out from its shell cover. Until Mr. Blackbird, I know where you are well. So Mr. Blackbird means who is to hunt for snails. Whenever he is coming, he is going inside. So the snail is telling, until Mr. Blackbird, I know where you are well. I know what will happen, for down he will fly. So the snail know what will happen when it will come down. And close beside me he will hop. And close beside me he will hop means whenever he will come down, he will try to get the snail out from the place or take from the place. He will hammer me hard on a stone nearby. So he will hammer means he will throw to the stone so that his mouth face is coming out from his shell. So the blackbird, Mr. Blackbird, whenever he will come, he will take that structure and he will put it into the stone to open his mouth out of his shell. You will hammer me hard on a stone nearby and you won't hear me squealing out stop. So that time the Mr. Blackbird will not hear that squealing out to stop. So I am going to be cautious when opening my door. So the snail is telling he will be always be cautious whenever he will come out of his shell. I will put one eye to see. I will put out one eye to see means I will put one eye to see means whenever that Mr. Blackbird will come, that time snail will take out his eyes, one of his eyes, and he will try to see where Mr. Blackbird is sitting over there. You may have had snails by the hundred before, but you won't make dinner of me. So you may have had snails by the hundred before. That means this snail is telling that you may have had many of snails before, but you can't had for me for the dinner. So he's telling to Mr. Blackbird that you can't have me for the dinner. You may have some 100 snails for you, but you can't have me as your dinner. Understand? One more time I'll read the poem. Says the curly snail, I have a little front door, and when winter is here, it is shut. But now that the sunshine is warm once more, I think I will open it. But I shan't go wandering near and far, with my little head out of my shell, until Mr. Blackbird, I know where you are well. I know what will happen, for down he will fly, and close beside me he will hop. You will hammer me hard on a stone nearby, and you won't hear me squealing out stop. Squealing, what is the meaning of this word? Squealing. Squealing means that time he will shout or he will call for help. No, whenever a person is getting problem, that time the person is trying to call for help. So that time is the snail is telling whenever the Mr. Blackbird will hit him on the head in the snail, that time he will squealing out to stop, but Mr. Blackbird will not hear that squealing or appealing. So I am going to be cautious when opening my door. I will put one eye to see. So here in this line, I'll one more time I'll make you understand. So I am going to be cautious when opening my door means here he is telling that opening my door means this snail face. Whenever he will coming out of his shell, that time he is telling that he is mentioning that word like I am going to be cautious when opening my door means whenever he will come out of his shell. I will put out one eye to see. One eye means his two eye, but he will take out his one eye to see where Mr. Blackbird is. I will put out one eye to see. You may have had snails by the hundred before. So so the snail is telling to Mr. Blackbird that you may had 100 snails before, but you can't me for me as a dinner. You can't have me for as a dinner. Now understand? So this is beautiful poem. A cautious snail, the cautious snail. Now see here, answer the question is there. Why does the snail want to open its front door? Snail want to open his front door because of the sunshine. Because whenever there is winter, snail used to get inside of his shell. But whenever his sunshine is there, snail want to get little bit warm. What will happen when Mr. Blackbird set his eyes on the snail? Mr. Blackbird, when Mr. Blackbird set his eyes on the snail, he will take it and hit it on the rock to put out the shell's mouth out of his shell. Where will the blackbird hammer the snail? Blackbird hammer the snail in the rocks, in the stone nearby. Do you think the blackbird can have the snail for dinner if it becomes cautious? No. If the snail become cautious, the blackbird cannot have the snail for dinner. So I have told you these 4 questions as a verbally, but if you can't able to complete the questions on time, or you can in the next class I will try to give all these question answers in your classes. Understand? So now I'll give some homework. You will try this homework as in your home. Homework 14, 5, 20. And this one, say aloud the UF without having every in there. Make sentence using these words. Okay. This will be your homework. This is you have to make sentence with this particular word. 14, 5, 14, 5, 14, 5, 20. So this will be your homework. Understand? These 2 will be your homework. So I hope you have understand the poem. It is beautiful poem. So I'm hoping that you will complete all your homework and you will show me on time. So here make sure with these words you will complete it, and after that you will show me. So thank you very much. You will show. I hope you will show me on one time. And if you get any type of problem, just ask me on WhatsApp. Thank you very much.